And for those watching at home, just to give a little bit of information about the virtual Grand Prix, as we are now entering our second season and with a very strong grid by the looks of it. So the practice session you're seeing right now is not technically an official practice session. Most people actually quite nicely came down an hour or so early, got themselves 20, 40, 60 minutes of practice to get themselves prepared for today's Grand Prix. This 3 minutes though is just to make sure they're comfortable in their simulator. So all the drivers are in the venue right now, getting comfortable, adjusting pedals, steering wheels, making sure the force feedback feels okay, they're comfortable in their car. And they have this chance to raise their hand, call any of the operators over to help them get comfortable. Once this is finished, this 3 minutes, which are on their final lap now, the qualifying will begin. And this is the official qualifying for Group A. Okay, so once the practice is over, which sounds like it is now, the engines have stopped, they're all back in the pits. Give it a couple of seconds, about 20 seconds, and qualifying will begin. In practice, Mansour, so far quickest with a 1:19.3. The qualifying session up next. Stay focused, do your best lap, be the fastest, don't cut the corners. As I mentioned earlier in the briefing, the game will monitor track limits in the qualifying sessions. In other news, the lap record is up for grabs. Last year's lap record was a 1:20.9, and already in practice we're seeing quicker times than that, so expect to see a new Australian lap record today, but who's going to take it? Whoever gets pole position will be claiming that record for sure. Expecting to see maybe 1:18 something by the time qualifying comes to a close. If we see a 1:17, then hats off to that driver, because that would be a very quick lap time. Currently seeing Alina on the screen in the Red Bull, one of the new drivers for the season, driving through the fast Sector 2. You can see here they're going to come up to a very fast left-right here. And you'll see it's pretty much flat out. Alina currently going down to 6th gear. If I was one to be giving any driver tips, I would say keep it in 7th. And then they enter a tight, twisty section. But by the time the drivers get to Sector 3, just here, the double lockup look from all the drivers. Someone spun there on the right-hand side. The tyres are very, very hot into Sector 3 because of that fast left-right. They overheat quite a lot, which means your car ends up understeering through the final couple of corners. You can see Alina about to cross the line then and start her fast flying lap. This is Andre Fisch here today in the Ferrari, driving down to Sector 2. This track, again, I mentioned in the briefing, DRS, the drag reduction system, which is the rear wing of the car that opens up. In fact, if I keep this camera angle, you might even be able to see the wing open up if Andre uses it. This track is pretty unique in the fact that it has 4 DRS zones. One of them is about to come up. Keep an eye on that Ferrari rear wing. There it goes, it opens up, and now he's going to have a speed boost down the straight. You can see it clearly here, open, and then as he enters the fast left-right, closes, gets a bit of extra downforce, commits to it, and there is the 4th DRS zone, 307 kilometers an hour entering the braking zone into that section. Gets it stopped nicely, does Andre, who's currently fastest, but that was just the out lap, that 130. Like I said, expect to see 118s on the top end of the grid. Slipstream does work here. So you'll see some of the cars driving behind each other, trying to get a little bit of extra speed. Although with DRS, it kind of nullifies it a little bit because you're already getting extra speed from DRS. Here's another driver that we saw last season. We're on board with Karim Zahor, also driving the Ferrari. Seeing a lot of Ferraris already for round 1. For no reason in particular. Why, Andrea, you're with me right now. Why are we seeing a lot of people driving Ferraris this year in 2025? You don't know why everyone likes Ferrari this year? I wonder. Yes, Lewis Hamilton, maybe. Who knows? Or maybe they're just Charles Leclerc fans. Why, you forgot he drives? I will say, actually, that we have seen a rise in Williams merchandise sales. That is purely because of Carlos Sainz, I imagine. So, they've been doing well. First race this weekend, both in virtual reality and reality. Right now, the drivers racing in Australia. And then the first race, if you haven't got access to it at home, will be streamed actually in the Teleios Dome at 8 a.m. Australian Grand Prix. A little bit of a weird hours for us, but we will be open. 8 a.m. The Grand Prix will be on show here live for the first round. Come and see who's going to take the win. Will McLaren still be quick? Will Ferrari be up there? Will Williams genuinely be the 4th fastest car on the grid? What will Red Bull and Max Verstappen have to say in the final year of this development? So, Leo, last season's Vegas race winner. We're on board with Leo right now, also in the Ferrari, entering Sector 3. He's currently on pole position then with a 119.0, so he's looking to break into the 118s. Oh, gets a big slide into Sector 3 and into the wall, and that is going to ruin the next lap also because he doesn't have the run out of the final turn. So now he's going to lose about 10 kilometers on the straight, so the next lap we can also throw in the bin. 9 minutes remaining of qualifying A. We got some cars getting tangled up there in qualifying. Again, 2 Ferraris. I just saw a Red Bull out there, so we do have 1 different car on the grid. Okay, so Leo's still fastest then, with 6 minutes remaining. It's 1:19.0. Mansour has entered the same second bracket. With a 1:19.6. Kuda, someone new to sim racing, but drives in real life. Instructs some of the race circuits across the UAE and the GCC region. Has entered the top 3, 1.3 seconds off. Kuda actually entered our first endurance race, which happened a couple of weeks ago now, as did Leo, Mansour, Andre Fish. We've got quite a few people. Nathan Pope is out there. I think he's in Group B. He's also one of the endurance drivers. These cars definitely a little bit different though, as Kareem puts his first flying lap on the board then. Finally got a valid lap in. It's a 1:18.1, and that is blistering pace for Kareem Zahor then in the Ferrari. 1:18.1 is a very, very good lap time. This is Kareem. Look at the speed he took through that right-hander and then into sector 2. You'll see the DRS wing open behind the grandstands. There it goes. It'll reach 300, 304, 305, 306 kilometers, 7, 8, 9 kilometers an hour as he chucks it into the flat out left right, and that's where the tires overheat. 4 minutes remain, and Kareem looks like the guy to beat then, with Leo in second, Mansour third, Kuda in fourth, Andre in fifth, Alina in sixth currently, Hamza in seventh, Giovanni Jr. and Alex rounding off your field. I think Saeed yet to get a valid lap in 10th place. It's all about just staying within those track limits. You never know where you're going to pop up on the grid. A quick reminder of the format, again, for those that haven't been with us before. So right now we're watching qualifying A with 10 of the drivers. Qualifying B will start in a couple minutes. In fact, whilst I talk about qualifying B, I will show the drivers who will be driving in qualifying B. Okay, so qualifying B names will appear on the screen. You can take a note. You don't have to go stand by the sims just yet. There is 3 minutes of qualifying remaining, but there is qualifying B then. So Ruvim, Andre, Abdul, Mohammed, Nathan, Emil, Essa, Arta, Ibe and Giovanni Senior will be in qualifying B. Another 10 drivers. Take note of your sims, because those are the sims that you will be driving. So just, if you see your name on the screen, just remember which number you're in, and then you can take a seat once qualifying is finished. But let's go back to the live feed then. There's 2 minutes remaining. Let's see if anyone improves their lap times. Okay, Group B drivers, if you want to start getting yourselves ready, there's only 1.5 minutes left. So if you start making your way down by the side of the sims so that we can get the changeover done nice and quickly. I'll just go over the format for the viewers on YouTube. So Group B will now qualify and also race for their fastest lap times. And then after that, there'll be a very, very short break, which will compile the lap times all into one group. So the fastest will be at the top and the slowest will be at the bottom across both groups. Big slide for Kareem through that section then. After the break, we'll head into 2 races where the racers will be split again into 10 and 10. And this time, Group B will be the bottom half of qualifying and Group A will be the top half of qualifying. So after the break, we'll head into a 14-lap race around Australia, Melbourne, Albert Park Circuit. The 14-lap race will start with the slower group. Whoever qualifies in 11th place, effectively, will start on pole position in the B final. And whoever qualifies 10th will be last in the A final. There are prizes for both races. You will get medals if you finish in the top 3 for the B final. Everybody gets points across both races, and you get trophies. We've got a new design for the trophies this year for your A final after Okay, so qualifying is now on the final lap. So Group B drivers, make your way down to the red velvet rope. Get yourself ready for qualifying B. If you can get yourselves up, get ready to jump straight in your sims. I can see Emil is already ready in his new Ferrari gear. Emil was a Mercedes fan last year, I think, and now very much a Ferrari fan by the looks of it. So 1:18.1, strong time from Kareem Zahur. I should actually, a quick note about Kareem. Oh, he's already out of his sim and the session hasn't even finished. That's a very fast time. A quick note about him, he won round 1 last year and then didn't win again. So maybe he could do the same this year with a couple more wins, huh? You've come here for an interview?
No.
That was Kareem, ladies and gentlemen, on the live stream. Current pole position, how do you feel?
Oh man, amazing. Could have set a better lap, but I know Nathan's going to do a 17 or a 16. He has it, but he's hiding it.
You reckon Nathan's hiding his pace? Interesting. Will he sandbag it? We'll find out in qualifying B. The names are on the screen. Let's get everyone in their sims and get started with the second qualifying. Anyone who's not in the sim, when we click start, you're going to need to hurry up. Okay, so everyone's sitting down in their sims now. And the briefing video will be skipped, so don't worry about that. Just sit down, click the pit button. The briefing video will be skipped and we'll get straight through to qualifying B. Qualifying A, if you want to check your qualifying times, they are on the board at the front by the very, very, very big silver trophy. It's very heavy. If anyone wants to lift it up, they can. I have the right to give permission for that. So, qualifying B will be underway shortly. I will be back with you in a second. Okay, so the practice session has begun. This is the time for everyone to check their sims. Okay, so 2 minutes left of the practice to make sure everything is okay. We've got Ruvim, Andre, Abdul, Mohammed, Nathan, Emil, Essa, Arta, Ibey, and Giovanni Senior, who's just leaving the pits now. Check everything's all right, and then qualifying will begin. And let's see what this group can do then. Kareem is worried about Nathan only at the moment, but keep an eye on Arthur as well. He was doing 1:18s in practice. And he's currently fastest on his out lap, so he's wasted no time in finding some speed. Okay, so the 3-minute practice is finished. And just like the last practice, we see a 1:19 already in the first 3 minutes. Emil this time taking the top time with a 1:19.6. And Andre finding the barrier there at a very high speed through the sand. But the practice will come to an end any second now, and then qualifying B will get underway. Okay, let's have an update on qualifying then. 12 minutes remaining. Emil has done his outlap, as has Giovanni, Abe and Rubin. They haven't cut any corners just yet, but a few people getting some lovely video footage of the drivers in this group, getting ready to post online at their debut of the VGP. Ah, Kuda. You want to speak to the guys on live stream? I don't know how many people are watching, but maybe... Yeah? How was the F1 car experience?
A little bit different from the GT3s, but not too bad. What I struggled with myself was just finding a clean lap. I know where to find the time, but the lap wasn't there.
Interesting. This is a very high-speed circuit, so jumping straight into this from the last race at Spa in a GT3 is quite a big change. Did you get used to the downforce after a couple laps?
Yeah, I mean, downforce you can get used to quite quickly. it's mostly when to brake. I think that's the tricky bit. The Formula One cars obviously can brake much later and corner a little bit quicker. So I just had to figure out when or how much pressure I needed to apply on the brake pedal more than anything.
No worries. Thank you very much, Kuda. Good luck in the race. Let's see where... I think you might end up in the A final, actually. I don't know. Not sure. Kareem still the man to beat with a 1:18.1. Leo 1:19.0. I had a quick chat with him. I think it was off the microphone, though. So just to catch you up on Leo's situation, he said that he could do a mid-18 for sure. Just messed up in Sector 3, that's all. Which is what we've been speaking about through the whole of the first qualifying. The fast left-right, which overheats your tyres, and it makes the last two corners very, very difficult with 140 degrees front tyres. Mansour in the other session did a 1:19.7. He's currently third on the official grid. But as I said, the lap record last season, a 1:20.9. And very much a new lap record will be set today. At the moment, it is Kareem with a 1:18.191. Lap records for the VGP, just so everyone is aware, the lap records are only set during qualifying, which is the opposite to real life. In real life, lap records are set only during the race. In VGP, the lap records are only set during qualifying. And that is only due to the fact that track limits in qualifying are stricter. So it means your lap is more authentic. It's very close between Andre and Kuda, 1:19.976, 1:19.982, so less than a hundredth, 6,000ths of a second between those two. Who's Saeed? No lap time. Didn't get a valid lap this time. Track limits proving difficult. And there is a new lap record then for Nathan Pope with 9 minutes remaining. Nathan has done a, look at that spin on the final turn. Nathan has done a 1:18.004, and that is currently the lap record. Now, can he improve? Kareem said he thinks Nathan has got a 17-second lap time in his pocket. And let's see what happens. Okay. We've got a lot of people looking at Nathan's lap time now, thinking how he's done that. Leo and Mansour looking to learn. Honestly, the best view is upstairs. I swear. Because you can see the delta very clearly. That's where I used to watch you guys. And Moeen. I used to watch Moeen from up here to try and learn how to get a bit quicker. Hi, Nathan's dad. Say hello to the live stream. They can't see us, so it's fine, but they can hear us. You want to say hello?
Good to see you, Jack.
He just said that for the cameras, ladies and gentlemen. It's good, huh? No, I don't know if I can do that lap time, so I'm going to say, yeah, I'm missing it. Yeah, I probably would have got pole, but in my head I'm like, I jumped in practice with him and I did a 1:18.2. So there is more. I only did like 10-15 minutes, but actually it's a very quick lap time. I can't fault that. If he gets the 17s, safe to say he would have got pole if I was racing. Moeen, I don't know. I don't know where Moeen is or when he's rejoining us. He's paddling. Moeen is paddling. He's a champion paddler. Crazy, right? Yeah. I should tag him in this live stream now. At big crash. I felt like I heard that in the showroom. Someone's steering wheel just came off. So it looks like Arta has entered maybe the 18s. He's 9/10 behind Nathan, so I'm assuming it's an 18.9. Emil with a 1:19.1. We've got Essa, Ebey, Ruvim, Abdul Hadi, Giovanni Senior, Mohammed not on track. Andre is out there somewhere. But at the moment, all eyes on Nathan to see if he can beat 1:18.0. Only 7 seconds left then of qualifying here at the Australian Grand Prix, Albert Park, Teleios Dome. We see a replay of a very big spin there. Live camera in the bottom right corner. I like this feature, if I do say so myself. Very nice. Morad is looking at me with pristine enthusiasm. So, it was very tight. At the front, we got Nathan, currently the new lap record holder, with a 1:18.004. It's pole position, 1:18.191 for Kareem in second place. Arta, 1:18.5 in third place. Strong performance from your top three. All go-karters, I believe. Arta and Nathan for sure. Kareem, maybe SWS counts in 4 strokes, I guess. Very aggressive driver on the track, but a respectful competitor. So, qualifying has finished then. The order, give them a round of applause, guys, in the showroom. Qualifying is complete. Nathan has pole position. Kareem on the front row with him. After this then, we are going to go to a short break. And during this short break, you will see a video for F1 Sunday this weekend. If you want to see your lap times, then please have a look at the leaderboard down by the games room door. Use this time to refuel, get yourself some water, a Red Bull or whatever you need. And you can see the break. We will start getting people back in the sims with only 2 minutes remaining. So please don't take the full 8 minutes. Go to toilet, go grab your drinks, go catch up with your competitors. With 2 minutes left on the clock, we will get you back in the sims for race B. That's the bottom half of the grid. Okay, F1 Sunday video coming right up. Official qualifying for Group A. Okay, so this weekend, Australian Grand Prix, 8 a.m. the race starts. We will be open from 7:30. So if you would like to come and watch the Grand Prix nice and early, then 7:30. 7:30 a.m. will be when we open. Next week is round 2. I am aware that we haven't finished round 1, but the Chinese Grand Prix is only next week, guys. And I've got some exciting news, because some of you might not know this. Now, we've mentioned a couple of new additions for Season 2. What I didn't mention, of course, we've added DRS. The live stream is going to be all season with commentary. But we have also added sprint races this season. So, there are 6 sprint races. Okay. Sprint races. Back to what I was saying. Sprint races this season, there are 6 sprint races in total across the 2025 season. We will be adding them to the virtual Grand Prix, and next week is the first one. Why is this exciting? Because it is a 4-lap sprint, and just to spice it up a little bit, it will be reverse grid. So the sprint race next week will be a 4-lap sprint reverse grid. So the fastest start at the back and the slowest start at the front. The points are not counted to the full championship. It will have a separate point standing so that it doesn't affect the official championship. But it is exciting nonetheless. So hopefully we'll see many of you return for round 2. The Chinese VGP next week. It's coming to a close, so the lineup for race B will be coming on the screen shortly. Those of you in the B final, when you see your names, if you can start making your way back down to the simulators. Okay, so race B lineup is on the screen then. Alina, congratulations. It looks like you're starting on pole position in Sim 1 for race B. Hamza is on the front row with you in position 2. The number of your sim is your starting position. So, Alina, Hamza, Ruvim, Abdul Hadi, Giovanni Jr., Giovanni Sr., Alex, Andre and Syed. Please make your way to your sims. You'll have another 3-minute practice to make sure the sim is to your liking. Put your hand up if you need to adjust pedals and things like this. And then we'll get straight to it with the first race of the evening, the B final. This is a shout out for Syed. The race is about to start. Practice is starting now. Okay, practice over. So practice comes to a close, and the race will be going to grid very shortly for the first race of the evening. Okay. Away they go then, and the B final has begun, and Alina not quite off the line on pole position, drops down to third as they go into turn one, and she drops back now into fifth. She gets swallowed by the mid-pack. Okay, so it looks like Hamza leading the way as he chucks it into the fast left-right chicane, then into sector 3. He's got a great start, has Hamza. Abdul Hadi in second place currently. And we've got Ruvim, I think, in third, just behind in the Ferrari pairing, currently in third place. And he's got Giovanni Jr. right on his tail into the final corner. Doesn't send it down the inside. Thinks better of it. We see a lot of smoke there. That might have been an issue for someone. And now we're going to see them go down the main straight. Abdul Hadi sets the fastest lap, and the order starts changing then. So it's Abdul Hadi in the lead. Hamza dropping down the order. So it must have been Hamza that had a spin then. This is focusing on Hamza. It was. Hamza spun into the wall. So he was leading the way, and that's where he is then. He's dropped down to sixth. This is good news for Alina, who started on pole position. Here's Alina then into sector 2. So she is now back on form in fourth place. 6 seconds behind the leader is Alina. She's chasing down Giovanni Jr. in the Ferrari, currently in third place, who's chasing down Ruvim in the Ferrari, also entering sector 2. DRS not open. Not close enough to the car in front. If Giovanni Jr. can get 2/10 closer on the next lap, he will be in DRS range of Ruvim in second place. But look at Alina closing in then. She's in fourth place right now. 3 seconds behind the lead. She closed 3 seconds on that lap alone. We're focusing on the Red Bull car. Trying to get a switchback. This is on board. Abdul Hadi got the fastest lap. Let's see if she can take it away. She does. 1:22.5 then, going into turn 1. So 6/10 the gap. DRS zone, oh, very close on the brakes for Alina. Get very, very close. As they fight through sector 2, this is going to be a dangerous corner. She goes down the inside of a very fast right-hander, gets it turned in, goes across the gravel and spins. Alina, who goes for second place, spins, gets it facing back in the right direction. She's very much still in this race. If she can just gather her head and focus forward. It was a risky move to get it done in that corner. That corner's nearly flat out. She's still at DRS. I mean, she entered the detection zone backwards, but she still got DRS. Into the final sector she goes. Tries to avoid the spinning Ferrari as she goes up into third place. That'll be Giovanni Jr. who spun on the circuit. Now she needs to try and get her head down and face the right way. Giovanni Jr. reverses. Alina's still trying to get in the right direction. She's still in third. Pulls away nicely, but she's got a big... Oh, contact there! With the Red Bull who swoops around. So now it's going to be mentally tough. Tyres are going to be very, very hot, and that's why the car is spinning. And all the meanwhile, Abdul Hadi, 4 seconds in the lead now from Ruvim, leads the way then into sector 3. I believe we have a replay from earlier on in the race. Okay, so Alina now down in 6th place. You've got Andre and Alex rounding off the field in 7th. But Abdul Hadi leading the way by 1.2 seconds. Ruvim, however, 2.6 seconds back. He was closing in, as we see him set the fastest lap of 1:22.0. He had DRS open as well, so he was within DRS zones as it started. And it's a double DRS zone on this track, so he gets it again. And you can see the car in front breaks down into second gear, chucks it into the right. And then through this fast-flowing section of sector 2. Now this corner up here, this is where Alina went for a move earlier on in the race. You can see Ruvim downshifting into 5th gear. You'll see in the A final some of the drivers trying to take that flat out in 6th gear. Maybe with a slight lift. Flat out's a bit risky as you'll end up going straight across the grass, and you don't want to get a penalty for corner cutting. Okay, halfway through the race now then. We are on board with Ruvim there, going around the laps. He's 3.6 seconds back now. Abdul Hadi in a good position, 4 seconds ahead. But all eyes on Alina, 13. Oh, the interval jumping, changing to leader, so she's 58 seconds back from first. But will close in on the next couple of cars. She's got 7 laps to do it. We're halfway through the race. And up next is Giovanni Senior and Giovanni Junior. She's got 8 seconds to catch. Last lap time, 1:22.150. That was her best lap. And Giovanni doing 1:23.9s as we see him sliding and spinning. That's going to help Alina out as he goes across the grass then. Giovanni Senior losing a bit of control into turn 1. He did a 1:23 last time out. What's the gap going to be between them now? She did a 1:22.4 last time out. She's closing down about 7/10 a lap, easy on 5th place. Okay, so a reminder of championship points and standings then. So, of course, the B race are racing each other for position and medals for the top 3. In terms of points, even first is less than last in the A final. The A final qualified higher. But there is still bonus points available for the fastest lap, which at the moment is held by Alina, who has just jumped up into 5th place, passing Giovanni Jr. after he had a little bit of an incident. And now she's still trying to close down on Giovanni Senior, who I think is just up the road. There you go, you can see her in the background then. So we're on board, we're following Giovanni Senior. Okay, so now look at this fight then between Giovanni Senior and Alina, who is the fastest on track at the moment. Goes down the inside, she goes for a look, she shoots it down the inside of the straight. Giovanni Senior just leaning down the straight, pushing her towards the inside wall. That'll be looked at for an investigation for sure. He goes around the outside, commits to the move, holds on to it at the moment. But for sure, Alina will be frustrated after closing him down on so many laps. She's got 4 laps to do so, as he defends the inside of the next corner, chasing down Giovanni in the Ferrari, in the Red Bull. Bounces over the grass, holds onto it well, nearly lost control again, holds onto it this time. 3 laps remaining as Abdul Hadi starts lap 11. Oh, down the inside! And that was contact, so that might have been, that might also be looked at for forcing. We'll have a look at the replay. It was effectively a corner cut, but I think Giovanni might have spun by himself also, so we'll have a look at the replay for sure as they continue on. Let's take a quick look back at why it got so heated between Alina and Giovanni Senior. This is on the main straight. You can see the Ferrari moving across, trying to hold the line, go-karting lines, scrubbing off the speed. Okay, so we're on the final lap. Lap 14 of 14. And you can see Abdul Hadi coming through the final sector. I was just having a look at a couple of replays. Just as an update from race control, the reason there was a bit of silence, we were looking back at the Alina and senior, Giovanni Senior incident. And Abdul Hadi, sorry, just before I go through that, Abdul Hadi has crossed the line to take victory, so when they come off the sims, give him a round of applause. Ruvim comes home in second place, 1:22.0, his best lap. Hamza in third, comes across the line into sector 1 as well, and fourth place will be Alina. Coming through the final sector, goes past the spinning Ferrari into the final turn after starting on pole position, going back up to the top, going back down again after a couple of incidents. Alina then in the Red Bull comes home in fourth place, and there's a Ferrari in the background spinning on the exit of the final turn straight into the wall, and it's Giovanni Junior, Senior, Alexandre and Syed rounding off the rest of the field. That's it, and a round of applause from the audience. Just as a quick update, both Senior and Alina received a 10-second penalty, but the result is unchanged for the contacts. But race A, it's time for you to get in your sims. You can see your names on the screen. Race A drivers, get yourselves ready. Go test your sims in the 3-minute practice. You have Nathan on pole position with his 1:18.0. Kareem joins him on the front row. Arta in row 2 with Leonard alongside him in sims 3 and 4. And then it's Emil and Mansour on row 3 on the grid with Essa and Andre, Kuda and Abe rounding off your A final race. You thought there was action in the B final. Don't go anywhere. Let's see what happens in the A final. Okay, a final time by the looks of it. Practice is finished. Everyone's comfortable and ready. And it's time to get on the grid for the final race of the day, the A final. And away they go then. We're looking at Kareem as they go down the main straight. And there we can see Nathan gets a good start and there's big contact from behind. That's going to be Arta going down the order, and Leo looks like he's involved as well, with Arta and Leo then dropping down the order. One of them's in the wall, it's Arta. He reverses back on the track, continues his way after a great qualifying time. He said it's his time and then he's messed up the start, but he's got 14 laps to try and get back up the order. Emil in 9th. Kuda has climbed up the order but is off the track as well. And now Nathan and Kareem run away together in the front of the pack. You can see them going into this DRS zone. We've got some more fights behind. This is Essa and Andre Fisch then fighting for third. Andre looks down the inside, sends it on the brakes then. Andre Fisch gets the move done, passes Essa up into third place, and now he's going to try and hunt the double Ferraris at the front. But look at Nathan in the final turn. Kareem closing in. You can see him going down the main straight now. I don't think they got DRS just yet, as we see a car on the main straight. And Kareem still closing in 6/10 behind Nathan. And now Nathan needs to dig deep and just focus to try and pull away. But Essa has somehow got back past Andre then. So their fight continues. And now Andre is under pressure from Leo then. Leo into the final sector. The second sector is flat out through here. He's going to try and go around the outside. This is an unreal move if he can pull it off. I think he's done it. Swoops in front. Leo then round the outside into the fast left-right. Keeps it on the track. Andre goes a little bit wide, touches the grass. Kareem still right behind Nathan at the front though. Here's them two in the Ferraris. And he's going to be in DRS soon as he has a quick look down the inside of the final corner. Nathan then round the final turn. And you can see here on board Kareem's car, DRS open down towards turn 1, but the braking zone at turn 1 is not very deep as Nathan defends round the outside. Kareem is forced to contact and he lets him have it, doesn't take the move, and they continue on their way. Right decision, because they would have been told to give it back for sure after contact. But now look down the straight, he looks again round the outside. Your front two, their pace pretty much even then. And Leo looking like he's got the pace to try and join in as he closes down Essa in P3. Abey in P6 is going to chase down Andre with Mansour, Arta, Emil, and Kuda is now down in 10th after I think spinning. And we got Kareem then, 7/10 now. He's pulled the gap. This is a replay then, I think, of your front two. This is Kareem having a look down the inside. Nathan defends, look, can't get it done, and then contacts as Nathan goes to park it on the apex, to be honest. Actually, after watching that back from the helicam, Nathan definitely stronger on the brakes than needed for turn 1. But Kareem is in the lead, And they have swapped positions then, so Nathan has lost the lead. So Nathan in second place. But he's not out of this race yet as they go down the main straight, down the inside. Nathan, a switchback, a dummy maneuver, sends it on Kareem down the inside, and another change of the lead then as Nathan takes it back from Kareem, who has the fastest lap this race. And now, I'm sure, as long as it doesn't end in tears, they're going to both be happy with how this race is playing out so far. A good little fight between these two. Leonard side by side with the Bay down the inside of turn 3. So Leo goes up into 4th place, passes the Aston Martin, who runs a little bit wide, and will he smash Andre Fisch's dreams of an A final podium? I don't think he's done it before, has Andre Fisch, but he's on course at the moment. And now Nathan, under pressure from Kareem, goes wide on the grass, fighting, chasing him down towards the final sector, the DRS zone on the main straight. Nathan, that's where Nathan passed Kareem on the last lap. Is it going to happen again as they come into the final sector? Kareem, look at all the smoke from how hard they're braking. This is just the ABS working overtime on all these Formula 1 cars. Now, down the straight then, DRS activated for Kareem Zahor in second place. And another good lap, 120. Actually, Nathan did a very strong lap that time, 119.6, and the gap might be extending here. There's a double DRS zone for Kareem. Is he going to close down on this straight? Unlikely by the looks of it, although Nathan missing the apex of turn 2, so pushing hard, not wanting to let Kareem get close enough to make a move. Digging deep. Andre Fisch and Leo, this is where they are, into sector 2. That gap is closing and it's only lap 5. So Andre's going to have to put up the defense of dreams to be able to hold back Leo Faddy. They couldn't do it a couple laps ago in the Aston Martin. Nice to see a different car on the grid. A lot of Ferraris out there today. Not that there's anything wrong with Ferrari, but when's someone going to pick a Kick Sauber or something interesting? Last year I think we drove the Kick Sauber at China. Marine Mansour is trying to close back down to Emil, who's currently in P7. Your top 2, the gap has closed again. So Kareem is closing in on Nathan in that second sector. DRS activated. Kareem fastest lap, 119.2. Down the inside into turn 1. Nathan plays it smart, backs out, slots into second place then, knows that he can continue. Let's have a look at the original replay of Kareem and Nathan down the main straight. Nathan round and in the wall. I hear the squeals from the audience there. We will get a replay of that for sure. Was just investigating a previous contact, but Nathan then round and down the order, and Kareem leads. Leo is now in second. Andre Fisch is still in third as a result. So Leo has passed Andre. eBay up into fourth. Arthur now back up into fifth. And now Nathan is definitely going to be the entertaining one to watch as he tries to close through. Let's have a look at the replay then of what just happened between Nathan and Kareem. There was no contact then. I think we'll watch it, let's watch it again. So on the grass, Nathan extends. Oh, so there was no contact then. Kareem is safe from penalties. Nathan on the grass spins, loses traction. That is why it's not worth trying to take that corner too fast. Well, let's see him try and close back up the order then. Nathan now in sixth. Abey in 5th will be next on his radar. Kareem leads by 15 seconds from Leo, who's entering sector 3. Andre Fisch is side by side with the McLaren of Arta. They make contact. Arta goes round. He's off onto the gravel again. So that was very, very close between these two. Andre Fisch, Arta Dodonka. Contact, and Abey, keeping his nose clean, just keeps picking up positions then, up into 4th place now. He might actually close in on Andre Fisch as a result of this. But now look, it's Nathan and Arta Dodonka. These two are in karting races together and often make fun of each other for whoever finishes behind. And now look, Arthur goes wide. Nathan down the inside, gets it done before they even enter the braking zone. Arta Dodonka wide on the final turn. Nathan Pope into the turn 1, already in the lead. The move was done very, very early. So Nathan up into 5th, Arta now in 6th. All the meanwhile, Emil trying to close in and catch up to all the fun. Abey is on the back of Andre Fisch. Can he get, I might have forgotten this, but I don't think Abey has an A final podium either. And this could be his first one if he can catch Andre Fisch. I might need to fact check that though. He's got DRS. I think we have another replay. Let's have a look at Arta and Andre Fisch then into that final sector. So here they come. This is on board with Arta Dodonka. Sets it up very, very nicely here. Goes to the inside. This is flat out all the way around. Oh, he just loses a bit of control on the grass. As we see the live camera, Abey has also gone off, and now this is where the contact happens. Oh, that looks actually a little bit naughty from Andre Fisch from that angle. I won't make any decisions on it just yet. I know that on the live cameras, Abey went off and is now under pressure from Arta Dodonka. And it actually, looking from the replay, Abey made the mistake himself. He just went too late on the brakes. I think we can watch it back again as he's under pressure from the McLaren behind. You can see here, Abey more then. He's going to shoot down the inside as he goes late on the brakes. Look at the sector 3, just goes straight on into the wall. And that is how Abey lost the position then. Kareem still very much out in the lead, with Leo behind. 15 seconds, that gap is not changing. Andre Fisch, 3rd place, but under investigation as Arta and Abey are still fighting. I think Arta got the move done down the inside into the fast right-hander then. The McLaren flying. Nice to see one of the orange cars out there. And where is Nathan? He's closing them in then. Nathan is not out of this race. Today's race a little bit longer, 14 laps, gives a bit of a chance for people who crash early on to catch back up today, as Leonard sets the fastest lap of the race. A 1:19.156 for Leo there in the Ferrari. Kareem still pretty safe, 10 seconds though, so he might have made a mistake at some point. Andre Fisch will come under pressure again from Arta Dodonka and from Abey very, very shortly. We see them all smoking and locking up into the corners. Arta Dodonka chucks it into the fast right. This is what it looks like from the back of Andre Fisch's car. Then you'll see the DRS open for Arta Dodonka now in the same place they made contact a second ago. Is it going to happen again? He tries swooping around the outside. I think he's going to do it. He does! Arta Dodonka, that move was insane. Did you see that? That was like 310 kilometers an hour. Round the outside into a flat out left right. Arta Dodonka up into the podium position. Why didn't I hear a clap from the audience for that one? Did anyone else see that? Who's asleep out there? Go wake them up. That move was insane. Can we watch a replay of that? It's a shame for Andre Fisch for sure. Let's have a look. So again, squeeze towards the wall. And just swoops in 8th gear. as Emil sets the fastest lap, I think, a 1:19.128. So donned up in Ferrari gear today. Mercedes last year, Ferrari this year. Emil, fastest lap of the race, and closing in on Nathan and Abel, who are still fighting here. Look at Nathan Pope then, right on the back of the Aston Martin of Abel, as they go down towards the flat-out right-hander. A slight lift in 6th gear, likely. Cuts a little bit of the grass. Oh, nearly lost it again. Did you see the oversteer on the exit? Down through Sector 2 then. He's going to open DRS at this point, and this is where it closes. Goes to the outside as Abey defends the inside then. Gets the move done before the braking zone, and this is what it looks like as Nathan now drives off to try and chase down Arthur Dodonka. But let's have a look at Emil, who goes off on the grass to try and chase down Abey Amor, who gets DRS again into this 3rd sector. It's very close between all of these drivers now. Andre Fisch is in 4th place, and he's going to come under pressure from 3 drivers in the next couple of corners. You can just about see the smoke of Arthur Dodonka up ahead as they now join the main straight. There's Arthur in the McLaren. Andre Fisch weaves to the inside already. DRS open for Nathan. Looks to the inside, swoops back to the outside. Doesn't get it done this time. Forces Andre to get a little bit out of shape on the exit of turn 1 and 2. Now down towards the 2nd sector then, as they come down to the heavy braking zone of turn 3. Oh, look at that lunge! Late down the inside for Nathan Pope. Caught Andre Fisch sleeping a little bit, but that was very, very late. Nearly lost it as Nathan goes up into 4th place. Another insane move from the go-karters here today. Abey Amor up next. Andre Fisch now in 5th. Can the Aston Martin close down on the Ferrari? DRS definitely aiding overtaking this season. It was not this easy when I was driving, that is for sure. But they're coming around now into the final sector. He's going to lose it again as the DRS open into the fast corner. Abey Amor up into 5th place, and now what can Emil do? As Andre Fisch goes all over the grass there to try and get a good run. If that happens too many times, that's the type of stuff that gets investigated. That contact there I saw with Nathan Pope's overtake. I think we'll see a replay of the Pope overtake on Fisch. You let me know what you think of this. This is down into turn 1. The battle continues. Fisch defends, and now into sector 2 then. Down into the heavy braking zone of 3. Watch this. We're on board with Nathan Pope. Oh, there was a nudge actually. A little push out wide and gains the position. I think Andre's lost a number of positions since, so it's going to be hard to give the position back. I think the only thing Nathan could do now is actually just try to pull away, as we see Abey and Andre fighting hard here. Lap 13 of 14, only 1 lap remaining after this. All the meanwhile, Kareem is out front, untouchable, 15 seconds. He won the first race last season. He's on form to win the first race this season. But a quick side note, he didn't win any more races afterwards last season. So it's not all over from this race, I know that much. But I'm sure if he gets this win, oh no, that was clumsy. Very clumsy from Fisch, and that will definitely be a penalty, to be honest. Even from first watching, you can't make that move through that S section. As Andre spins round, maybe in pity. Let's have a look at the replay. Okay, so let's have a look at that replay again. I think he has given the position back, maybe on purpose, maybe by accident. Oh no, I think he just committed after looking at that replay. Didn't quite know what to do. Would have taken some quick reactions to decide to brake there, that's for sure. But all eyes on Kareem Zahor then. Lap 14 of 14. Kareem in the Ferrari for round 1 of the VGP Season 2 2025 comes down across the line, and Kareem wins the first round of the 2025 season. Leonard comes around the final turn. Leo, also in a Ferrari, comes down the main straight to bring it home in second on his first race of the season. And who's going to be in third? It's Arthur de Donker in the McLaren round the final turn with Nathan 1.4 seconds behind, and Arthur comes home in third to complete the podium. Third place, Nathan sweeps across in anger in fourth. Emil is going to come home in fifth place after all that. Emil in fifth, and Mansour is going to bring it home in sixth in his first VGP. Oh no, he did race last year. It's not his first VGP, but it is a sixth place in the A final, with Andre and Eve under investigation for after the race. I'll be right back with you all very, very shortly. Get ready to go around the podium for the final presentation. Mic test, 1, 2. Okay, let's do a quick, whilst they find the replays for me, I won't take too long with the stewarding. I'm just going to have a quick interview with the top three. Don't worry, the stewarding is happening, the replays are being watched, but I'll go and watch them in a second and decide. Let's come have a chat. Who shall we grab first, camera team? Let's grab third, Arthur de Donker. Come. Okay, we are live with Arthur de Donker, third place finisher in round 1 for 2025. Tell us how you feel.
It's a really good feeling. It's just like last year I was like off the pace, like 1 second. Now I'm like up there with them, so like it's really good.
Congratulations. First podium, right? A final? Yeah. Congratulations. Arthur de Donker, everybody. Now, let's grab second place, Leonard Faddy. Leo, Jane, and Leo. Jane and Leo. Over here, come please. Here he is. Oh, we're getting told to stand on X marks the spot, no problem. Ready? Okay, Leonard Faddy, well done. Second place, tell us how you're feeling. Is that what you wanted or better than expected? Tell us.
To be fair, after what happened in quali, I showed a lot of rust paste, so I was really off. In the race, I did not really expect to finish on the podium because turn 1 I went in an accident, so that was fun. I am surprised and also not surprised that I finished on the podium because I did have insane pace towards the end. I got into 2 accidents, unfortunately, but then other people ahead of me got into accidents as well, so I managed to utilize off it and I got a P2 in the end.
Okay, let's keep rolling. I'm going to ask you one more question. I want you to summarize this race in 3 words only. Second place, tell us how you feel.
Chaos, chaos, chaos.
I think that means he liked it. Well done, Leo. Second place. Let's catch up with the winner, provisional winner, before we do penalties, I guess. Kareem Zahor. Where is he hiding? There he is in the distance. Come over here into the light. Come, look at the smug look. Smug look. Round 1 again. You ready? Okay. You're under investigation for contact. How do you feel?
I'm under investigation for contact.
I was joking. Did you get that? I want you to post that. No, actually we watched it back and Nathan spun on the grass by himself. After that, it was an easy win, or tell us how you're feeling. Very short.
I mean, first of all, I want to thank for sure Teleios for big improvement from last year to this year. Big improvement, really like it now, much better simulators. So that's first of all. Second thing is DRS now is in the game, so that makes a big change. That's what really happened, and that's what affected the race through the flat-out section. You can really lose control when you have DRS. In the qualifying, it was not showing that, but during the race, due to the dirty air, that really affected whoever's behind someone. So that caused Nathan to go off, and that happened to me multiple times actually. So you have to be a bit easy on the gas there, which really amazed me.
Summarize your race in 3 words only.
Competitive, relaxing, afterwards. And then very exciting.
Good. Thank you very much, Kareem. You're a winner for today. Right, I am going to disappear for 2 minutes. It will not take me long whilst I watch back 3 incidents from race A. Race B is already done. So race A, it won't take long. I'll just watch them back. Give me 3 minutes, wait around the podium, and we will call everybody out. We're done. We're done. Let's go to it. Do you know what? I've forgotten one thing. Let me just get the names. And then I'll do the B final first and then the A final. So if everyone make your way down to the podium. Everyone go down to the podium with your cameras. Okay, come guys, let's go around the podium. Get your camera phones out. Everyone post and tag. Not back here, come forward, come on. Give me an audience. Give me an audience to show off for. Okay, who's giving out prizes today? Any special guest? Any special guest? I can hear you. Jane, you're giving out prizes today? Yeah. Come. No, come on. Everyone asked for Jane, right? Everyone said Jane, come give prizes. All the drivers, this side, come. Okay, third place in the B final. Give a round of applause. Collecting the medal for the B final, it was Hamza. In second place, a round of applause for Ravim. Where is Ravim? He's left already, no medal? Ravim? No, he's not. Oh, someone else might have to steal it from him. In first place, a round of applause for Abdul. Give another round of applause for your top three guys, please. Well done. I think a completely fresh podium, actually, if my mind isn't mistaken. A fresh bunch of podium standards. Well done, guys. You can jump yourselves down. Now, on to the A final, where we'll go straight through to the top three. In third place, as you know, there was a couple of penalties. Well, there was a bit of stewarding going on. Artur Dodonka was one of those drivers that got a 5-second penalty. But lucky for Artur Dodonka, so did Nathan Pope get a 5-second penalty. So in third place, give a round of applause to Artur Dodonka. In second place, after a chaotic race, a round of applause to Leonard Faddy. And your winner of round 1, 2024 and 2025. He's done it again, the round 1 winner. A round of applause, please, for Kareem Zahor. And one last round of applause then for your top 3 of the first round of the VGP. Arta, Kareem and Leo. Okay guys, you 3 are required. That's it for your fueler picture. Everybody else, thank you for coming. Don't forget, round 2 is next week. China next week, same time because it's Ramadan. We've done well to finish at this time. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. And if I don't see you on Sunday morning for the Grand Prix, then I will see you next week, Thursday, for the Chinese Grand Prix. Thank you.